pulls it on.
Sure. We're back on the Morning Brew with Friends, and I'm here with Dr. Marvin Gottlieb. You're the new president, or president-elect, of the Jewish Federation of New Mexico.
Yes, thank you.
And we had on your executive director not too long ago, and he was telling us about some of the new plans for the Federation.
Yes.
And what are you going to be doing now, and when does your term start?
Actually, I'm installed on the evening of the 22nd.
That'll be nice.
So next week, yes.
Very cool. So do you have big plans?
Big plans.
Okay.
Big plans.
And I don't even know, is this a thing you have to run campaign, or is this a kind of organization where people, they pick you out of a crowd and volunteer you?
Well, you don't campaign. I've been on the board for a number of years, and my colleagues on the board honored me by making this selection, for which I'm very grateful, I think. I mean, at least
it's
at
a
this
lot of work,
point,
I'm
yeah.
sure, right?
Now, I get to do television shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll make a star out of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because I think when we get down to some of the nitty-gritty of the work, I won't feel so much like a star.
Right.
Today, you're making me feel like
excellent, excellent. Well, we got a week to do that then.
Okay.
So you were telling me that you guys did a survey, and it was a survey of just New Mexico, and you found out some interesting things.
Yes. Ever since the beginning of time, actually, we've always been guessing in the Jewish community about how many are out there, how the community is set up. And our previous executive director, Sam Sokolov, who was also on the show at some point, really pushed for this, and finally we commissioned this survey, did it professionally with a firm out of Denver, and discovered some very interesting things, not the least of which was that there are a lot more Jews in New Mexico than we thought. A number we're using is around 24,000.
And is that statewide? And
that is statewide. There were only 2 counties in the state where we did not find Jews, and it doesn't mean they aren't there. It just means we didn't find them. Because we had a really excellent response to that survey.
Very cool. And what are they telling you that they want to see in the Federation now?
Well, the second part of that process was a focus group process. We got the data from the original survey, and then I personally, along with a colleague, we did most of the focus groups throughout the state, and that's where we really started to get some of the nitty-gritty about what people felt about the Federation and what they needed, what their general needs were. For example, we're an aging population. That's
I think as a general state we are.
Exactly. Highly educated population. 55% of the people who responded to the sample had advanced degrees. These are opportunities for us. It tells us things that we should be doing or thinking about with regard to programming. We know that we have an issue with youth because of economic opportunities in the state. If they can't find work, they leave.
Right.
So I guess there are really 3 things that we're looking to do. One is communication, because a lot of people, most people actually in the state, don't have a clear sense of what the Jewish Federation is.
What is the overall mission of the Federation?
It's actually a foundation is the easiest way to describe it, a philanthropic foundation, and we fund Jewish-oriented causes, like for aging people, for cultural programs, for education. We provided the seed money and still support the Santa Fe Jewish Film Festival, for example. We also support the cemetery up there. We support a program called PJ Library that gives free books to little kids.
Great.
So that's some of the things that we do. But we take care of. We have Holocaust survivors here in Albuquerque.
I didn't realize we did it.
And we take care of them. We provide support to the Holocaust Museum. So there's a range of activities. And the interesting thing is that when we talk to Jews throughout the state, they still sort of confuse us with the JCC. Are you part of the JCC?
Oh, right.
Are you part of the synagogues or the temples? No, we are a separate
independent.
We are independent.
So number one is communication.
Yeah.
What are the other two?
Secondly is convergence. Again, based on what we discovered, we're a very diverse community. Not only from religious practice, all the way from highly Orthodox to groups who self-identify as Jews but don't necessarily darken the doors of the temple. So the challenge there is to find the kind of connections and programming that's going to bring those groups together, or at least meet their needs.
So what are you hoping to find? More people to volunteer for the organization, more people to be just involved in what you guys and the causes you guys are doing, or?
Certainly all of the above. I mean, and I'm not going to mince words around what we do. We raise money. We have to get in order to give.
Right.
So the more we can become perceived as a statewide entity rather than just an Albuquerque entity.
I think most people do
part
think of the
something
Federation
else.
as Albuquerque.
That's right. What we're hoping to do is through the programming that we provide, through other kinds of outreach, to draw in more people who will see the value in the Federation, our connection with helping to support programs in Israel and things like that, which the survey said was very important to a lot of Jews in the state.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So where can people find information about you guys? What's your website?
JewishNewMexico.org.
That makes it easy.
And everything that you ever wanted to know and more, I'm sure you'll be able to find there. And we are the heart of Jewish New Mexico.
I love it. And we've got, I think, the heart of awesome music here with us
Let's
this morning,
hear it.
too. I think we got Baruch Katanga, who's keeping us company this morning, all 7 of them packed in the studio this morning.